I'm back. Happy New Year 2020. It's Dame time in the new Domination. I've been gone on vacation and my Wi-Fi wasn't very good, so hence not me uploading any videos for a while here. But now I'm back home and been grinding the crew. We'll have some videos on that later. Got some good content coming up with that. But let's talk about Domination that started this morning. I really like that Penny Hardaway. And if you're top tier, it's easy. Here, if you're not new to it, the teams and arenas. So you have multiple spots you're going to try to take. When you take it, you defend your territory. The longer you hold it, the more points you get. You have different point increments, 45, 30, 15. When you take it, you get a 35% power boost on your team. So my team power from 4,500 gets up to 6,000. You take one loss, it's down to 14% plus. This next loss, you're in the negative. Now, those 45-point ones are highly contested. So make sure you have a strong team if you go in there. Top tier, Julius Erving. My first card to get is Penny Hardaway, so I'm really excited. Now, I jumped in, played my first three, and won all three. I'm never looking to attack someone that hasn't been attacked yet. That's just putting bad karma on you. So look for at least someone, hopefully, that's been attacked at least twice. So that one right there I just saw, that's a good spot for me to go into. No harm, no foul. I don't mind if someone hits me after I've been hit a couple times. But I look at those names of people that hit me first. Especially if I'm not the weakest. So we're waiting to jump into this with my team 4. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about strategy while this gameplay is going on. Now, if you're going for the top card, really one of the biggest keys is luck. You got to get into a good group, hopefully people that aren't just knocking you down when you get in the top spot. Because I've seen dominations where no one gets the top card because people just hate and want to knock down. And I've been in other dominations where I'm lucky and the top 5 people are just playing nice and everyone's holding a 45 territory and not really hitting you. The key is, holding those territories overnight. Now, another strategy is to save up, to power up your cards till you're in domination and you train them up, you boost them up. So you're going to have this overwhelmingly higher teams, because if you saved up a long time, you're going to be having that huge point advantage. But still, if you got people that just want to hate and knock you down, it doesn't matter how strong you are because people can do that. So good karma, don't attack people on their first hit. Okay? Gonna put a bullseye back on you. You don't want to get into these wars with other people. But again, the biggest thing is luck. If you look at my previous videos on domination, the one where I won Larry Bird, I didn't think I was going for him in the beginning, but it just ended up that first night I ended up holding all night. The second day it happened again. I'm like, okay, now I'm in range. So if you're in range, then you start talking about trying to really focus and lock it down at the end. But again, the biggest key is luck, really. So some of the other events are easier to get the top card. This one usually is the most rewarding, though, if you get it, because you feel like your team is held, and seeing your team defend overnight is a good feeling. So hopefully that stuff helps for you. Now, as you can see, when you win, you get the 100-point game 1, and then after that, every minute I'm going to get 15 points. Now you can you get that boost right there. You saw how my team power. Here's where I'm defending. Team 1, is in a 30-pointer. Team 2 is in a 30-pointer. Team 3 is in a 30-pointer. And then you saw my Team 4 take a 15-pointer. So hopefully they hold for a while so I can get quickly up to Penny Hardaway. Once I get Penny Hardaway, I want to put him in one of my top 2 teams most likely. And that way I get that style bonus of 20%. If you're really going for those top cards, you want to have as many style bonus points as you can get. So maybe buying the packs if you really want that Dr. J. As you can see, a lot of people haven't woke up yet, so the rankings, not everyone's in there, so getting a little bit of advantage. Now, you should be able to get bracket 4 no problem if you just put in little time. Now, the other brackets are hard, top 3. So I'm just really excited about Penny Hardaway. Seeing him growing up, Magic, it was, I wish they would have kept it together, him and Shaq, and if he didn't get injured. One thing I'm disappointed is they got him as shooting guard, and NBA 2K always does this. They look at where he ended his career. I've talked about this about the Drexler before. He's a point guard. He was a point guard during this time. I wish they would just get that right. But he's phenomenal stat attributes. 5s and shot off the dribble, dunks, mid-range, 3-point, playmaking, agility. And he was a very good post scorer and defender, so I like seeing that. Maybe, he was a good rebounder too. He's 6'7", and we'd grab the rebound, start the break too. So, but very excited to get him in the lineup. And then your top card, Dr. J. Very solid, lots of 5s here. This is when he was a little older in '86, but he did come from the ABA and came over and got them Philadelphia Sixers their only championship they had back in the early '80s with Moses Malone. So if you don't know Dr. J, he was the one that brought the flair to the dunks before MJ. Now, this is what you do. I'm looking around. I'm looking to see what games are in progress, see if they're knocked down, and what areas are protected too. But sometimes there's nothing going on, so you just got to look. So I'm just looking randomly, and I say, oh, there's a team that's knocked down 4,300. Let me just check all the map first, and I come back. Now, not my first choice, but if you're waiting and you have some energy and my teams are going to fill up with energy, I might as well attack this one. It's only a 15-pointer, so they got to assume they're the lowest power. They can't be, I wouldn't be mad if I was the lowest power and someone hit me. So I'm just going to show you some highlights. Just play solid. Get your team. Try to get a couple buckets. If you can get 2 buckets and hold them on defense, then you got your win. Obviously, if you have the point advantage, like earlier when I showed you my Team 4, I had a huge point advantage, so it was an easy game. But I get my 2 buckets, and I play solid defense, and there's my win. So you want to just keep checking your map and seeing it when your teams get beat. Wait for that hour refresh. No reason to use those coins until maybe at the very end if you need to. As you can see, controlling 5. That's the best you can do. You got the 5 slots. And see, my teams are normally in the 4,600 range. So with that 35% power, unless someone plays lights out, you're going to defend the first time and maybe the second. Now here are the New Year's cards. I like that they have the top 2 cards as some of the top 2 players of all time. Michael Jordan, some consider the GOAT. And in this era from the 90s, the modern era, he is defined as the best. And it's nice to see that the top cards are getting that. Before that, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was considered also one of the all-time greats, and some consider him the best of all time. He's before Jordan's era, and he had one of the most unstoppable shots, the skyhook. And I'm glad that I've seen it some in the gameplay. I had his Ruby card, and it's phenomenal. That would be a phenomenal. And then you know Dr. J's this again. So the rest of the cards, I mean, if you're just starting out, you have an advantage to get these lower cards and put them in your lineup so you can get maybe even up to 100% bonus and maybe crafting. But at a higher tier, it's not worth me to craft Walt Frazier or Jerry West or Willis Reed. Okay, I mean, they're nice cards, but I'm gonna just be happy getting Penny Hardaway in there. I already have my Allen Iverson. I have a bunch of point guards. Now those abilities, that duo one is trash. You have to get the bonus, you have to pair them up with a Sapphire card. If you have that higher tier card, you don't want a Sapphire in your lineup. The Prime Player one, a lot of them have. You're gonna get, or the Clutch Time that they have, usually gives you a bonus on the Sundays. Just check to make sure. Anyway, just want to get a breakdown on back. Want to get some crew videos out. Thanks for the support, and keep it up. Crew with Danny Fresh. Check out his channel too. He'll keep you updated between me and him. Alright? Take peace. Have a happy new year, and catch you later. Peace.